Hello, hello, la la. Sorry, I've just been singing the the hi ho song. There we go. Hello. Oh no. Excuse me. Hello. How is everybody? Hello. Sorry, I'm slightly late. I did manage to put a quick post on a minute ago just saying I'd be 10 minutes late, so I apologise about that, but we're here. Hello, are we all okay? Are we all okay? Hello. Oh dear. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. It will sort itself out in a moment. Right, so today is a normal live. I will do a couple of updates. So the first update is we're not live tomorrow, we're live on Thursday. So the monthly charm deal, which is normally the first Wednesday of every month, I've had to postpone it to the Thursday this week. So it's not Wednesday the 1st, it'll be Thursday the 2nd. And that is because my daughter's had a appointment come through and we can't change the time of it. It's in Leicester, so I have to travel a bit to get there. So don't think I'll be back in time, which is why we've had to move the day of it. So the monthly charm deal this week is not on Wednesday, but it will definitely be on Thursday. So lives this week are tonight, so Tuesday, Thursday, Friday and Sunday. The new stock that is available to supporters now, but that you guys can't see on the website yet, that will be getting moved over shortly, so everyone will be able to see it. And then the new stock will be going live for supporters to see first. Okay, so that will be happening. Emails, I have been doing emails. I've been overrun with them, so if you have emailed, a lot of you would have got replies yesterday and today. Some of you, I don't know if you're still waiting on an email. I don't know. If you are, I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm sort of spending a few hours a day on emails at the moment, but at the same time, I need to complete the orders and obviously drilling and all that as well. So I'm getting done as many as I can in that time period. So please bear with me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Apart from that, I think that is all the updates. Hello. Thank you. Also, I think you've touched, because I don't go down, I think you've touched the things, because one side's a lot warmer than the other side, and has been for the last few days. Does Aaron like his new car? Yeah. You like your car, don't you, Bab? Uh-huh. Yeah. So we are slowly getting back to normal routine. So today was meant to be my first day of normal routine, but then my daughter called and I had to pick her up from school at 10 o'clock and then dropped her back again at 11. So that sort of put a spanner in the works today as well. So tomorrow is going to be a normal day, apart from I've got to go to Leicester. So we'll get there slowly. So yeah, I have wrote down obviously I've got a digital copy of all the colours we're waiting on and names and dates of who's on the order list first. But I've got that copy here of all the colours and then a tally of how many people are waiting on that colour. So I do have, if any of these colours come out, I will have to put them on the go to those people first list. But if they're not on this list, then they will be up for grabs. Thank you, Bab. Here you go. Thanks, darling. So I do have this as well now, so please bear with me. If somebody requests a colour, I may not always be able to do it, just depends on what that colour is. So Sharon, if you're booked in for a monthly charm deal, it will be on Thursday. I think that's everything. Good luck to her at the doctor's. Thank you, Shelley. I think she's going to have her toenail removed because so I think they're going to have to do a minor surgery on her. Hopefully not tomorrow, but yeah, I think that she's going to have to take off her toenail, which isn't nice. It'll grow back again, but it's not nice to think of. But she's fine. She's absolutely fine. Anne, bless you. Thank you for these stars there. So, shall we get started for today? I do have a couple of orders to print out to add to the order list, but I did just recently update the order list as well, so a lot of you should be on the order list that's on the page. So up first is Ilaria Broncori. Ilaria, are you here? Really, Helen? Do they put you under for it, or do you stay awake? Do not watch the Foot Doctor on Prime. Okay, I will not. Ilaria, hello, hello, hello. So let's do your stars align first, and then we'll do all of your openings together at the end. So if we go across to the stars align grid, all the prizes have been moved around again. So which grid number would you like? You'd like to have D1. Okay, so D1, good luck. And D1 is a C, which is a charm. So that's any charm off the website which has got one opening. Now, do you know which charm you would like to have now? If so, I'll book that in now for you. I'm just bringing up the correct page to do so. So which charm would you like? Heather, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. The Heart's Center charm. Uh-huh. Okay, just booked that in for you. So that one comes with one opening, and you can choose whether you have the pearl on or off the jewellery with that one. Okay, so that means overall you've got 3 openings altogether and a 4 pearl oyster. So we'll do the 3 openings. Oh my gosh. Let's try again. If I get the 4 pearl oyster for you, which 3 openings would you like? Yes, so how long will the game be on for? It's only on the website, I think, until the Friday, but I will be doing another week of it. So I will be putting more dates up there. So just keep an eye out. And then when I update the dates, if you like, they'll be available to go on for the following week as well. Three pops and donate. Okie dokie. So 1, 2, 3. I forgot to get the 4 pearl oyster. That is this bag. So we'll do the pops first, and then we'll do your oyster afterwards. Again, I've got the blind open, and because it's still light outside, it kind of changes the light down here. So if it's too bright at all, let me know, and I can obviously change it, or if it's too dim, let me know, I can change it as well. Okay, so egg pop number 1, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, and are there certain colours you're hoping for? 3 pearls in your first one, which means you get 3 of these starlets. So your first opening, 1, 2, 3. So 3 starlets. Oh, sorry, if I put the starlets under there, it's easier to grab them. 3 starlets from your first egg pop, and that's for your stars opening there. Okay, the colours for the egg pop from your first egg pop is a burgundy red, a periwinkle, and a magenta. So burgundy red, a periwinkle, and a magenta. Egg pop number 2. So at the end, if you'd like me to swap in any of those, let me know and we can bring those in and we can swap them around for you. So with your second egg pop, you've got a darker blurple, a autumn peach, another periwinkle, and then a silver and chocolate two-tonal pearl. So blurple, autumn peach, periwinkle, silver, two-tonal chocolate. The last of the egg pops, 2 pearls in that one. You've got a petrol blue and a silver grape purple. If we then move on to your 4 pearl oyster, and you'd like to donate your shells, so bless you, thank you for that, my lovely. Deep pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. So you are, of course, quadding. And then let me just dry these up for you. And the colours you've got with this one is a light dove grey, so really light silver, like gorgeously light silver, a TARDIS blue, almost Pepsi blue there, a dark chocolate, and then a lighter silver bells. So like you said, we do have those pearls that are popped aside for you, so if you would like to swap any of the pearls around, we can definitely do that for you. And then I'll need to know which ones you'd like on the jewellery as well. If you're happy with all of these, then of course that's perfect. So you've got burgundy red, periwinkle, then magenta, a darker blurple, autumn peach, periwinkle, and a two-tonal silver and chocolate, a petrol blue and a silver grape purple, then a light silver bells, a TARDIS blue, a dark chocolate, and a silver bells. The ones that you asked put aside, yeah. So I'll just make a new line at the bottom. So if you would like those 3, let me know which 3 you'd like to swap out in its place. So I'll also go through and start measuring them for you as well, my lovely. And then just shout out and let me know, and then I can sort of stop and pause doing what we're doing. Okay, so from the top row, the burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. First periwinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the magenta is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. The blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The second periwinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the silver chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your petrol blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. And the silver grape purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Then the lighter silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. The light TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Dark chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And then the silver bells is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. So you'd like to swap out both the periwinkles and the two-tonal chocolate. Actually, I'll just leave them at the bottom there. Perfect. So which colours would you like where? So if you're happy with the rest of these, which ones would you like where? Or if there's any others that you'd like to swap, please let me know and I can do that for you as well. Swap the chocolate for a dark icy blue. Okay. The red for a grey or dark apple green. So apple green is this one. So I'm not sure when you say grey if you mean possibly like a forest green, because the forest greens are like the really dark, almost black greens. The apple greens are these lighter greens, but let me know. Peach for a blush pink. Okay. They would like sage, so trying to get close to that. Oh, I don't know. Let me Google. I'm not sure what colour sage would pass as. Let's see. Sage. Yeah, sage would be like a silver sea green or even a sea foam green. But I don't have any of those available. So the apple green would be the closest we have to it, yes. So can you see 2 dark silver bells for the earrings? Okie dokie. And which 2 would you like to swap out for those ones? I'm just looking for the pop. Dove grey. Is that? Oh, there it is. The apple's fine. Okay, perfect. So 2 darker silver bells. That's funky shapes. We don't want to have that one. Let's have a look. I don't really have any silver. So my silver bells are all very chocolatey based in here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, all of these are very chocolate based. Let me just look in the gunmetals just to see if there's any in there, because those possibly should have to relabel. Oh, what are those 2? Are those 2 the same size? Oh, look at that. Oh, is that too dark then there? I will show you chocolate base then, just in case. Let me just get again a two which are the same size and shade for you. Good evening, welcome everybody. Thank you everybody for joining. The last pair, so the silvery chocolate pair, okay. Which two would you like to swap for those? So silver chocolate on the earrings. Yes, I believe so. I'll measure. Sorry, I'm just moving my pen over here. I believe they are, but I will measure them just so we can check. So the first one is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. The second one's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. So yeah, measuring the same size. Which two would you like to swap out for those? The dark grey and the magenta, brilliant. So then it would be, would you like to have a pearl on your charm? If so, which colour would you like? The dark blue, so the petrol blue on the charm. Okie dokie. And then with the other pearls here, are you happy with their loose colours or would you like to swap any others? So we're going to have petrol blue on there. Petrol blue. I need like an elbow pad. Sorry. Elbows being funny. All of these you're happy with as your loose pearls. Brilliant. Okay, well, I hope you'll be happy with everything. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. There we go. Okay, so that's on here for you. And perfect, that's safe up there for you. Up next then today is Pauline Toll. Pauline, are you here? Pauline, hello. So I was trying to update the order list then. Let's have a look. So Pauline, you have got 2 of these stars aligned. Okay, so I'm going to need which 2 grid numbers you would like to have. If we go across back to the grid, what would you like to do? I'll try to remember, Amy. B2, okay, let's have a look. B2 is a C, which is a charm, and then C4. And C4 is a charm as well. So only found charms so far today, but that means you get to pick 2 charms, Pauline. Which 2 charms would you like to have? Let me just get back onto the page where I booked them in for you. So yeah, do you know which 2 charms you would like? Oh, thank you for the hot cup. Sorry, there's a lot of air today.
Welcome.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did the thing go okay? Yeah? Which, can you have the shark and the turtle, please? For your sea charm. Oh, so with your sea charm bracelet, are you going for like sea themed colours as well? Or is it more the charms and then like a rainbow assortment of colours? So shark. And when you say the turtle charm, is it definitely the turtle charm name? Just because we've got different turtles with different names on there. So I'm just trying to find a photo. So is it definitely this one? Just confirm for me. The solid one, I think it is this one. It's literally called Turtle Charm, but because we've got a couple of different turtles, I just wanted to double check. That's one, brilliant. Okay, so Pauline, that means you've got 2 openings altogether. They are all booked in for you. Let's just save that. Which 2 openings would you like to have? Would you like oysters or egg pops, or one of each? Karen, I haven't done an updated order list just yet. I am trying to do one as we go. After Pauline's opening, I'll pause and I'll do the updated order list. I'll pop it in the comments. I think I've got everything printed, so it'll just be a case of typing it out. Egg pops. Okay, so 2 egg pops. That means however many pearls are in each of these is how many starlit tokens you will get. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So egg pop number 1. And you've got 2 pearls in your first egg pop. So you've got a darker blurple and a egg yolk yellow. No, Karen, it doesn't matter when. I mean, if you order before I do the order list, you'll be added onto it. If not, you'll know you'll be the next one on the order list when it's posted. So either way, it doesn't matter which order, if that makes sense. So 2 starlets, Pauline, from your first egg pop. Egg pop number 2. And you've got 4 in that one, which means a further 4. Yep, further 4 starlets there. Colour wise for this one, you've got it looks like a darker evergreen, gunmetal grey, a silver chocolate, and then another yolk yellow. What do you think to these? If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which colour you'd like on each charm. However, actually, with both of your charms, you don't have to have the pearls on there if you don't want to. So that would be completely up to you. Or if you're not happy with these, are there any colours that you'd like to swap them for? I don't have pickle green, no. There's no need to measure. Okie dokie, not a problem. What are the starlets for? So the starlets are a little bonus that you get with the game that you can then pop your pearls on at home, and you can just have them as like a display for like your star pearls. So if you would like to have a pickle green, there would be a wait for the pickle green. So you'd go on the waiting list for one. I'm just bagging up the stars. Oh, okay, so a light petrol blue. Let me see the lightest I can do, and then you can double check to make sure, see if you're happy with it. That one. Yeah, so a light petrol blue and then an apple green. Which 2 would you like to swap out for these ones? So petrol blue on the shark and apple green on the turtle. The yolk yellows to be swapped out. Okie dokie. Can you just confirm, are you happy with these colours, with those 2 that I've swapped in there for you? And then if so, with your other colours, are there any, are you happy with those as your loose pearls? Or you'd like to go on the list for 2 pickle greens. Okay, which 2 would you like to swap out for pickle greens? So I'm just adding it to this visual list here, but it will go on my digital list tomorrow when I process it. So 2 pickle greens. Which 2? Yes, so any 2. I'll grab the darker 2. That leaves you with the green and the blurple. And then if you'd like to swap those as well, that's absolutely fine. So you're on the list for the 2 pickles. So that does mean that if any come available in the live, they will get popped to the side for you. And then what I'll do is I'll make a note to say to check out from the email regarding the other colours. Now with that note there, that does mean that you will need to let me know either way. So for example, even if you then decide actually you want to keep the last 2 pals, I don't want to swap them, you have to email me to let me know that either way, because once I make this note it won't get sent out until I've heard from you. Okay. So I've got that down for you, and when you do email, please include the 5-digit order number so I can link your email to the correct order. Pauline, I hope you'll be happy with everything there, and then that's safe up there for you. So Irene, I think you're on the list already, so I'm just going to pop you there. Not a problem, and you're very welcome. And Amy, you're on the list already. Yeah, so let's pop you there as well. Perfect. So an updated order list is... up next is Helen Yates. Helen, are you here? Let's put the updated order list in the comments for you guys. There we go. And yes, if you would like to order, you will be added on for today, unless of course it's like the game that you choose to have on a different date, then that would be booked in for that date. Yep, I've added them together, Helen, and hello, my lovely. So Helen, that means you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 openings altogether. Which 4 would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you'd like to have. Excuse me. Two of each, okie dokie. One and two, and 1 and 2. Now, are there certain colours, Helen, that you're hoping for? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? So, egg pop number 1. Two pearls in your first egg pop. You have got a oh, let me just double check. I think that's a is it? I think that is a blood orange. I'm questioning whether it's more raspberry, but I think it is more blood orange than raspberry. And then you've got a dove grey as well. So blood orange and a dove grey. Egg pop number 2. Three pearls in that one. And you've got here a magenta, mystic purple, a denim blue, that one is. So a denim blue, and then a sea green. Okay, so you'd like to keep your shells as well. Perfect. And we're hoping for more of a blood red colour. So moving on to your oyster. So oyster number 1. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearls. There's no pearls on that side. That was a sample one, Nicola. Yeah, that was definitely a sample, which is why I questioned it. But I do still have some of the egg pops made up from that time. So I haven't restocked the egg pops since the oysters have been here. So I'm still going through all of the egg pops that were made up for when we had no oysters. So they do still have lots of sample colours in them, if that makes sense. So yeah, that there's going to be all of those colours still in there. Okay, so your first oyster, you have got a lighter colour here. And he is a lighter rose gold. Moving on to oyster number 2. Sharp pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. So we've got it looks like a chocolatey bronze. But again, I will have a closer look in just a moment, Helen. Okay, so I know you said you was hoping for that blood red. So if you're not happy with these, I can definitely swap one or more for colours of your choice. And then I will need to know which ones you'd like on the jewellery. So you've got rose gold, blood orange, light dove grey, and then a chocolate bronze, mystic purple, denim blue, and then a sea green as well. I can keep posting it in, Meg, if needs be, because I've got it on a copy and paste now, so it should be easier to just pop that in the comments if you need the order list. Right, now if I run these through the board for you, can we see a blood red? So the closest I'd have, I'm going to show you a burgundy red or a cranberry red, and then you can make the decision on which one you would prefer. So in fact, that's a really light, and then that's slightly brighter. And then if I get a cranberry as well. I don't know if those, yeah, they're the same colour. I was just looking for a brighter one. Oh, maybe that one. It's Facebook. Facebook's always switching and changing, isn't it? Okay, so you've got number 1, which is a cranberry red, number 2, which is a cranberry red, number 3, which is a burgundy, and then number 4, which is another burgundy. Are any of those what you're looking for? And if so, I'll need to know 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then of course which colour you'd like to swap out. So I'm going to measure the other ones for you, and then I will hold it up again if you'd like to have another closer look. So the rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. Blood orange is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. Dove grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. The mystic purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Denim blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Swap the chocolate bronze, and you'd like to have number 4. Okie dokie, so I'll just take the other ones away. So it's the red on the pendant. And then would you like to have a pearl on your other item? Yes, you can. The bracelet that you've chosen can hold multiple pearls on lobster fittings. So it comes with one pearl which actually goes onto the bracelet, which wouldn't be able to move around. So if you prefer not to have that, I don't have to put that one on. With lobster fittings, it would be an additional fee if you'd like to have any other pearls on lobster fittings. So if you're happy for that, I can then obviously send you an invoice through, but I'd need to know which ones you'd like. It's a rose gold. Yes, of course you can. Let me bring you up. So denim blue on the bracelet, and then the others on lobster fittings. Okay. Let me just write this down for you. Perfect. Helen, the invoice will get sent across for you tomorrow. It'll go to the email address that's on the order form. The shells are wrapped up and safe as well, so that's up there. And Helen, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Perfect. You're very, very welcome. Up next then today is Alyssa Hughes. Alyssa, are you here? The dark rose golds are gorgeous, Hannah. I don't blame you. They're starting to come out more with the oysters, the darker rose golds. I only have the lighter ones in my swaps at the moment, but they are slowly sort of appearing more. So I'm hoping the more they come out, the more they will get swapped eventually, and then the more I can sort of build up on them as well. Are the stars Christmas decorations? Not my Christmas decorations, no. These stars are new in, and they were down as celestial or star decorations. So they weren't down as specific Christmas decorations. However, they could definitely be used at Christmas time. They are very in the theme. Thank you. I'm currently looking for Alyssa Hughes. Alyssa, are you here? Amy, I've just realised I've spelt your name wrong on the order list. I'm ever so sorry. Missed off an E, I think. Alyssa, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It'll bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Alyssa, please comment on her comments, because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. Oh, bless you, Amy. So I'm just updating the order list as well while I'm waiting for Alyssa. I haven't seen her yet. So last call then for Alyssa. If not, we will move on. So let me just refresh the comments just in case I'm missing her. So Alyssa, if you are here, please type I'm invisible. If not, we'll move on. And then if you come on, we can add you to the end of the order list. However, if and when I do close the order list, at that point, even if you come on after that, I can't then add you back on. Okay, so it just depends. I've just added you on, Claire. So I'll do the new order list in the comments now. So let's move on from Alyssa. I haven't seen her. So up next is Amy Jane. So Amy, there's the updated order list, guys. Amy, you have got 2 of these stars aligned. Okay, so let's go across to the grid, and I'll need to know which 2 grid numbers you would like to have, Amy. Let's see if there's anything else up there that's not a charm. So B3 and D5. So B3 is a charm. Okay, so B3 is a charm. D5. D5. Oh my wow. Gosh, you guys are cutting down the odds for everybody else later on the live. Amy, you have got 2 charms. I promise you, wait and see. There is definitely something else other than charms on there. Oh, bless you. Okay, so 2 charms, Amy. Which 2 would you like? Excuse me. This is no, Meg. I promise. I promise. As the game goes on, you will see. there is definitely. I mean, how many charms is that so far? Where's the thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's. Yeah. it just seems to have all been picked. Can you have the Lily of the Valley? Oh, that's like it's like a 3D picture frame, that one. Let me just double check. And the Feb 2023. Oh, Amy, I'm so sorry for your loss. Lily of the Valley charm. Okay, and then Feb 2023. Nicole, possibly yes. So at the end of so when I process it tomorrow morning, if there's slots left for the stars aligned, then yes, you can definitely move to have one. If that all sold out by tomorrow morning when I go to process it, then you'd have to then go on the next available live after that, because there's only 20 spaces available for each one each night, if that makes sense. So I can definitely make a note that you'd like to be on there, but I won't be able to actually do it until tomorrow, until I book it through. So February 2023. Okay, I've got both of those down for you, Amy. They both come with one opening each. Both of them, you can choose to have the pearls on or off the jewellery as well. Would you like to have oysters or egg pops, or one of each? Bless you, Nicole. Okay, so I'll mark that you're not here for today, and then you'll get an email, hopefully booking you in for the next one, which will be Friday. That's the 3D. Yes, it is. It is this one. Excuse me. One of each. Okey-dokey. So both. Oh, that's not very helpful, is it? Is there half a? There is. Is that the same? There's no pearl. I've got loose pearls in the bag. Oh. With both of the openings, however many pearls is inside is how many starlets you're going to get. There we go. That's better. So I'm going to start with the egg pop, and then we'll move on to the oyster. With the oyster, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And overall, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So egg pop, first opening. 2 pearls in your egg pop. So first one is 2 starlets. We've got a magenta. And this one is a lighter yolk yellow. So it's almost, so earlier we saw the brighter ones, but it is yolk yellow, just a lighter version. Moving through to your oyster. Soft pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. And I believe that you have got a denim blue. So that also means one more starlet as well. Okay, so we've got a magenta, a lighter yolk yellow, and a denim blue. What do you think to these, Amy? If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. And if you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so the magenta is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. The yolk yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. And the denim blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7 as well. Swap the yolk and the magenta for a cream or rose gold. Can we see both? Yes. And a burgundy red. Yellow and, yes, magenta. Okay, so a burgundy red and then a cream. That one is more creamy. And then a rose gold I have down here. Possibly this one. What do you think to those ones? The second rose on the lily, the red on the heart, and then the pink cap on the blue. Yes, of course. Let me bring you back up and then I can write all of this down for you. Are we up? We are. I have to double check just so I can bring the order form in, so I can write on it without obviously anyone seeing anything. So rose gold on the lily, red on the heart, and then you'd like to be invoiced for pink cap on the denim blue. I've got that down for you, Amy. Your invoice will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Thank you for the donations with your shells. You're very, very welcome. Okay, up next today is Emma Cox. Emma, are you here? I'm so sorry, I can't seem to shift. I'm not being rude, I do apologise. Oh, that was hotter than I thought it was going to be. Oh, Emma, hello. All oysters donate the shells. Can you say hello to your mum Mandy, as the last oyster is for her? Of course. Mum Mandy, hello, I hope you're well and your week is going well as well. So 6 openings altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Let's go down. So donate the shells, thank you ever so much. Are there certain colours that you guys are hoping for, Emma? So oyster number 1. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Not sure on the colours. Okay, so we'll wait to see what comes out and then we'll go from there. Your first oyster, you are twinning with absolutely huge, I believe they're raspberry twins here. Raspberry twins from your first oyster. Moving on to oyster number 2. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one, so you have got a blurple, I believe. They changed colour in the sand, Gemma. In what way? So sometimes if I've got my hand does shadow it, but apart from that, what other way? Your next oyster, Emma. Again, a lighter pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh, now a larger lemon yellow, I believe. There's no more in that one, but let me just have another closer look. They looked really light and then went dark in the sand. I can pop them against the white board at the end if that helps at all. So lemon yellow from that one. Three oysters to go. So your next one. I'll have to watch it back because I'm not sure I saw what you guys saw. Light pop there. And, oh, there's your mother of pearl. There's a lot to squidge, so I'm just double checking. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So you've got a golden peach from this one here. Almost moving into the golden amber, actually, I should say. So the golden peach and the golden amber are really hard to sort of say which colour. So they are a golden colour, but the base, it's sort of harder for me to tell the difference between. Fifth oyster. Now that's just a piece of shell, so I'm just going to move that out the way. Sharp pop there. That one opened up beautifully. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. And he is a light cream with a pink overtone. So it's a whitey cream base, but as you can see, yeah, you can definitely see that pink. Let me just wipe that bottom bit off. There you go. You can definitely see that pink overtone there. And then your last oyster, which Mandy is your one, I believe. So last oyster. Lights pop again. And there's your mother of pearl. We have a denim blue. So last pearl is a denim blue. What do you think to all of these? So twinning raspberries, then a blurple, a lemon yellow, a denim blue, a golden amber, and then a light cream with the pink overtone. Emma, if you're happy with all of these, then they're yours. If there's any that you'd like to swap, then we can do that for you as well. I'm just going to put these ones on here just because you guys said they looked lighter. I'm just going to show you, on the white. I mean, no, to me they're still popping on the white background as well, so I'm not sure. Maybe it was a camera, I don't know. I'll have to watch it back to see what you saw. But they're definitely raspberries. You'd like to keep the raspberries and the yellow, the cream and the denim blue, so that leaves the amber and the blurple. I'm going to start measuring them for you. If there's any you'd like to swap, or what colours would you like? So raspberry number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. Oh, not an 8, he's an 8.5. He was nearly a 9 then. Twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Denim blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the cream with the pink overtone is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So I will measure the bottom two. The amber gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Swap for a bright red. Okay, so I'm going to go for cranberry red. However, if this isn't the correct shade, do shout out. I can go for a burgundy instead. So 1 for a cranberry. I took the amber there, but I'm going to leave it to the side just in case I took the wrong one. Jill, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. That's very, very kind of you. So to see a different red as well, so a burgundy red is there. Leslie, yes, I can. If it is going in there, I'll pop it down for you. Let me just write your name down now, just in case. And a white as well. Which red would you like to have? So the cranberry red or the burgundy red? And you'd like to email about fittings? That's absolutely fine, my lovely. Leslie, I've popped your name on the amber for you, the amber gold. The one next to the blurple. Okay, so I'll number the reds because, sorry, I took the blurple out because we were swapping that one out for the white. So would you like number 1 or number 2 to keep? Number 1 or number 2? Number 2, perfect. So take away the cranberry red. Okay, so then you'd let me bring you up. You'd like to email about fittings. That's absolutely not a problem. However, I won't send this off to you until I've heard from you. So even if you decide, actually, I don't want any fittings, I'd like to just keep them all loose, that's absolutely fine. But you have to let me know because I will not release this until I've heard from you. Okay. When you do email, please include the 5-digit order number as well, and then obviously I can link your email to the correct order form. So we'll email about fittings. Perfect. So Emma and Mandy, I hope you're both happy with that. Thank you both for the donations with your shells as well. And then that's safe up there for you. So I will say, guys, those of you who are asking me to put the colours, to put the pearls aside for you, Emma, you're very welcome. So yeah, the pearls aside for you, I'm extremely happy to do so. It's not a problem at all. However, they only save for that current live we're doing and then the next following live. Apart from the first week. So for example, Leslie, if you haven't ordered tonight, you would need to have an opening on Friday night to be able to claim this pearl. Even though we're live on Thursday, that's a monthly charm deal, so that one doesn't count. Okay, so even if you've ordered on Thursday, you can swap this in then, but that doesn't count as you don't need to order by Thursday. It needs to be by Friday. It's live. So if you don't have an opening by Friday's live, that's absolutely fine. Please don't feel like you have to order. But this colour then goes back into my swap pots and then I fill it up with my swap pots. So I only keep them for the current live we're on and then the next normal live. At the end of that one, it goes in the swap pots. So I'm only saying this as a reminder, not for you, Leslie, but for everybody, because there has been quite a few pearls that have then gone back into the swap pot system because they haven't been claimed. So that, again, it's not a problem to do so, but it does then stop other people getting those pearls quicker because they have been popped to the side, if that makes sense. So I'm very happy to do so, but please only sort of say to reserve it if you are thinking of ordering. Of course, again, if you don't order, if something comes up, if you're not going to be there, I completely understand, but just, yeah, keep that in mind. Oh, Leslie, bless you. That's absolutely fine. I wasn't aiming it at you. I was only using you as an example because you were the first to request for today. So yeah, I'm not aiming it at you, my lovely. It's just everyone. So I'm very happy to do so, but only do it if you guys, if you know that it's definitely something you can then claim back. Okay. Oh, bless you, Michelle. But yeah, I don't mind doing it. It's just the amount of ones I've put a lot back into the swap pots recently. So I thought I'd mention it again, that it's not I don't hold them for a long time because I just don't have the capability to do so. I don't have the room, memory, anything. Right, up next then today is Sharon Morrison. Sharon, are you here? Sharon, hello. Sharon, you have got a Stars Align game, so let's move over to your for your turn. So with the grid number, are we going to get something different from a charm on this one? Sharon, which grid number would you like? And then we'll do all of your openings together at the end. Can you have D4? Okay, let's have a little look. D4 is... Whoop whoop, it's the first pendant of the night. You've got a P there, so that is any pendant with one opening, Sharon. That's perfect. Do you know which pendant you would like to have? So any pendant off the website with one opening. It can be a normal silver pendant, a crystal pendant, or a cage pendant. Completely your choice. The sets, Michelle, the sets are gorgeous. My favourite set has to be either the chandelier set that's not on the website yet, but will be going on the website in different compartment sections, just because there's a lot of people have said interest in like the earrings or the pendant, but I do have the earrings, pendant and ring of the chandelier set. And then it's the snowing set, which is my favourite. So the silver and the golden coloured snowflakes, my favourite set ever. Can you have the blue swan? You can. Let me just double check it's in stock, Sharon. Blue swan pendant. Perfect. Okay, so that means one opening with that, and then you've got an additional opening, so two altogether. Which two would you like to have? Oyster or egg pop? Or you can have one of each. Wait, the ring? Yeah, it does come with the ring, the chandelier one. It does. It's like a little... I don't know if I've got any... No, they're all away at the moment. But yeah, they are. It's a little set. But I will be putting them on, like I said, in singular. I mean, I could do a set price as well, like a discount. Buy the set for a slightly cheaper than... But they will be going on as single items as well. They've gone out of stock, Nicola. The orb earrings, they went on recently to supporters. I don't even know if they made it to the main page because they went out of stock so quickly, the orb earrings. You'd like to have pops, Sharon? Okay. So, 1 and 2 pops. So the first pop that we open is going to be how many starlets you get. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Egg pop number 1. Four pearls in your first egg pop, which means you get 4, oh, don't drop them all, 4 starlets there, so I'll add those to your order. And the colours you have are one of the golden yellows, so this is a gorgeous colour, golden yellow. The blurple, the dark chocolate, and a dark see, oh, I think that's a darker evergreen actually. So a golden yellow, a blurple, a dark chocolate and a dark evergreen. I did, Michelle, yeah. Yes, they will be coming back in again, Nicola. They're definitely coming back in. I think it would just be about a week and a half, I think, until they're here. But they are on the way, my lovely. Egg pop number 2, Sharon. Two pearls in that one. We've got a magenta and a pickle green. Look at him, really deep pickle green there. Okay, so golden yellow, blurple, dark chocolate, a darker evergreen, then a magenta and a pickle green. What do you think to these? If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which ones you'd like on which item. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So if let me run them through the board for you. So the golden yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The dark chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the darker evergreen is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The magenta is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7, and the pickle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. You'd like to swap the chocolate for a burgundy red. Okay. Swap the dark green for the mystic purple. Okay. Shelley, that dark green has been swapped out, so if you would like it, I can pop you down for him. Thank you, Bab. Hello, puppies. Have you come in now? Aaron's just let the dogs in because they've been going crazy outside. So you'd like to have the blurple on the swan and then the mystic purple on the charm, Sharon. Brilliant. So blurple on there and then the mystic purple on here. Okay, and then with your other colours, are you happy with these as your loose colours, or are there any that you would like to swap at all? I'll hold it up for you again in just a moment. There we go. So 4 pearls left. Are you happy with these, or are there any that you'd like to swap? Oh, happy with the other ones loose. Brilliant. And you're very welcome. Sharon, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. There we go. That's safe up there for you. I'm just topping up. So these are still the egg pops that I made when we didn't have any oysters. So I'm just going through the last of them before I can start making up like normal egg pops again. So let me just top this up. Oh, that's not helpful. Another one that's open. Let me just top this up so we've got a couple more in here. Okay, right. Up next then is Shelley Stanton. Shelley, are you still here? So I did just pop that pearl to the side for you, so that is there to swap in if you would like it to be Shelley. So let me have a look here. You have got a stars align and then another opening as well. So we'll do your stars align first and then all of your openings together at the end. So if we go across, which grid number would you like? So the egg pops will have a guarantee of 2 to 4 pearls in. So there'll be 2, 3 or 4 pearls in them. All the colours inside will be different colours to each other as well. So they're a guarantee of 2 to 4 pearls. The oysters will be 1 to however many pearls in there. So yeah, that's the difference. Obviously one's an egg pop, one's an oyster. Shelley, you'd like to have B4. Okay. B4 is a charm. Oh, I just find it funny just because there's so many different options up there and all of the charms are coming out first. Shelley, you have any one charm off the website which has got one opening. Could be a normal silver charm, a monthly charm, deal charm or a crystal charm. Do you know which one you would like to have? How many charm squares are there? So there's a different amount each live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 squares left. I don't want to say how many we've got of the charms, but there's they've all come out at the start. They're all there. The uni hearts one, perfect. Uni hearts U charm. Again, that charm you can choose to have the pearl on or off. And that means that altogether you've got 2 openings. Which 2 would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops? Meg is doubting the presence. I mean, keep watching, guys. Other options will definitely come out 100%. It just so happens that the charms have come out at the start. I mean, you guys are picking them. I'm not picking them, so gosh. Oysters, perfect. Donate the shells, of course, and only measure the big ones. Okay, let's go down. Are there certain colours you're hoping for, Shelley? Oyster number 1. Of course, Claire. Slight double pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, a nice, oh, actually, I was going to say a nice peeper. A nice couple of peepers here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this one was for the stars aligned because it's your first opening, which means you also have 4 starlets as well. Let me just get those. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what colours? I just saw you commented. Oh, a lavender for the uni charm. Okay. Now let's have. A green's always appreciated. Now we do have a green here. Let me show you the green first. You've got a grass green, a gorgeous little grass green. You've then got a light Pepsi blue. He is gorgeous. A really delicate light. Oh, now to me here, and like not under the light, it looks like a dove grey. Under the light, it looks slightly more rose gold, but he is definitely dove grey, and then a bridal white. So grass green, Pepsi blue, dove grey and bridal white. I'm just going to pop it here just to show you that it is, yeah, you can see the dove grey now. So I don't know why it's looking slightly rose goldy, but it's definitely got that like really light, delicate silver overtone to him. Okay, moving on to oyster number 2. Lights pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one, so you've got a larger, darker pearl. He looks like he's got a hint of midnight to him. He does. If you can see, it's very, very dark. Oh, is that an imperfection or is that... Where did it go? No, that is a little imperfection. Let me show you it again where you guys can see. So it does look like it is a midnight blue. With an imperfection just there, if you can see, as the light catches it, just there. So a grass green, a light Pepsi blue, a light like pastel dove grey silver, a bridal white, and then a midnight blue. I did do the starlets. Yep, she has got 4 starlets. I mean, that's 3, there is 4, I just didn't pick them all up. 4 starlets there. So I'm going to measure the largest ones for you. So the bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. The dove grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's a 8.5. And then the midnight blue as well is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. So they are, the largest ones there are 8.5s. So you said you're definitely hoping for a lavender. So if you would like to swap one for a lavender, we can definitely do that for you. No, that's absolutely fine, Shell. It's always definitely worth asking though, because I have been known to forget something in the past. So it's definitely worth asking to make sure I've done it. He is a chunky blue. Swap the white for a bright lavender. Okie dokie. That one keeps shouting to me. Let me show you that one. Yep, we've got the green that I popped to the side as well. I can bring that in if you'd like to see that as well. Okay, happy with the lavender for the charm, brilliant. Lavender. The green can be released as he was going to be for a pendant. Okay, so we don't want the green anymore. So I'll just pop the green into the swap pot. That's not a problem. Thank you for letting me know, because that's perfect. So that can go in there. So with the rest of these colours then, these ones would be your loose pearls. Are you happy with these, or are there any swaps that you'd like to do? Rest are awesome. Perfect, Shelley. Okay. Shelley, thank you for the donations with your shawls as well, my lovely. That's safe up there, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. You're very, very welcome. Okay, up next then today is Irene Vasquez. Irene, are you here? Irene, hello. I've just added both of your orders together for you. So Irene, you have got a stars aligned to start with. So are we going to find something other than a charm, Irene? Good luck. Which grid number would you like? Which, oh, hope so. A4. Okay, fingers crossed for A4. A4 is a pendant. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So a pendant. No stars have been found just yet. Okay, so stars are still all out there up for grabs, guys. Now, Irene, which pendant would you like? So it can be any pendant with one opening, normal pendant, crystal pendant, or cage pendant. Which one would you like? Snake skin effect. Snake skin effect oval pendant. Oh, now that one you can have the pearl on or off. I absolutely love it with the pearl on, but the option is there that you don't have to have it on there if you don't want to. Let me just book that in. So, snake skin effect oval pendant. Perfect. So that means altogether you've got 3 openings. Which 3 would you like? Oysters or egg pops? Or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you'd like to have. Can I pop it in the comments? Yes, let me do that. Snake skin, it's this one here. He is lovely, and that effect on the pendant is all the way around. It's like it's not just on the front; it is all the way around. It is lovely. 2 oysters, 1 egg pop. Donate the shells. Okay. Now, which opening would you like to be for your starlets? So, would you like to have an oyster or the egg pop for the starlets? So it's whatever one we open first. However, because you've got 2 different types, I need to know which one you'd like to be for the starlets. So however many in the one that you choose will be however many starlets you get. The egg pop for the starlets. Okay, perfect. And I'll start with the egg pop. Are there certain colours overall that you're hoping for? Two pearls in your egg pop, which means you get 2, they do have holes on just the other side, 2 starlets there. You've got a lighter 2-tonal apple green, so it is a pastel base apple green. He does have a couple of little imperfections actually, but he does have also slight brighter areas, so a 2-tonal green, and then a light mystic purple. So 2-tonal apple green and a mystic purple. And you're hoping for blues. Okay, fingers crossed for you. So we've still got 2 oysters to go. So oyster number 1. Lights pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, and you do have a blue from your first oyster. There's no more in that one. And you've got a denim blue. Denim blue to start with. And then oyster number 2. Lights pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. One, 2, 3. And you have triples. We've got 3 pearls in your second oyster. And there is another blue. So let me put this blue at the top. So you've got a second denim blue, very similar to the first. You've then got a raspberry and a autumn peach. What do you think to all of these, Irene? If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. If you're not happy, we can of course swap them for colours of your choice. And then, like I said, if there's any you'd like to swap, that's absolutely fine. So the first denim blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The 2-tonal green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Mystic purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Second denim blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The raspberry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Can you have the 2 denims on stud earrings? Of course you can. So I'd invoice you for the stud earrings tomorrow. That's Not a problem. Sorry. Oh, I swallowed at the wrong time when I tried to breathe. I just swallowed when I tried to breathe. I'll down this, bear with me. Thank you, Bab. Apple green on the charm, yes. It is horrible when it happens because now I feel like there's something at the back of my throat, even though there was probably not. Excuse me. Okay, so apple green on the charm. So then it would just be with the pendant. Would you like to have a pearl on or off? Swap the purple for a Pepsi blue. Yes, you're happy to go on the waiting list. That's not a problem. So swap for Pepsi blue. Okay. And then there is somebody already on the waiting list for a Pepsi blue, so you would be the second person on the waiting list for one. So that's not a problem. And then swap the pink, so the raspberry for the TARDIS blue, and then you'd like the TARDIS blue to go onto the pendant, of course. Oh no, Aaron let in a moth. Oh no. Okay, so just have a look at this TARDIS blue here, see if you're happy with that one. And then it would be the Autumn Peach as your loose pearl. I'll just need you to confirm if you're happy with that one as your loose pearl. So TARDIS blue on the jewellery. That one's perfect. Oh, brilliant. Yes, he's letting the moth in. I haven't watched the new season yet, Shelley. It's been recorded. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But I'm happy if you talk about it in the comments, because I'm not sure I will get round to watching it either. If that makes sense. So this pearl here, Irene, can you just confirm, are you happy with this one as your loose one? Oh wow, Jordan, I hope, is it holiday or is that where you're based? Hope you're having a lovely time if it is a holiday. Yes, Irene, happy with that one? Perfect. Irene, the invoice for your studs, that will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address on the order form. Hopefully we can get the blue swapped for you soon, but if not, obviously you said you're happy to wait, so you are on the order list. I'll put it digitally because I do names and dates on the actual digital order list, so then I know exactly who was first and stuff like that. But thank you for the donations of your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Oh, bless you, Hannah. I haven't seen anyone claim it, so Hannah, if you would like it, let me know. Up next then is Megan Taylor Troyer. Meg, are you here? Don't mind waiting for Pepsi Blue. Perfect. Hopefully, like I say, it won't be too long because we're sort of seeing them more often, and the more we see a colour, the more likely it's going to be swapped out. So hopefully, yeah, it will just happen soon, so we can start filling out the order this. The colour with the most weighting on is sea blue. Meg, hello, hello, hello. Let's mark that you're here. So, Meg, let me just have a look. You have got... let's start with your stars aligned and then we'll do all of your openings together. So, do you know which grid number you would like to have? Oh, bless you, Hannah. Yep, I'll pop that raspberry to the side for you. Which grid number would you like? Good feeling about A1. Okay, so good feeling about A1. Good luck. And A1 is a pendant. Still no stars to be found. They're definitely on there, guys. But Meg, A1 is a pendant. Which pendant would you like to have? Again, it can be any pendant with one opening. Normal pendant, crystal pendant, or cage pendant. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be 5 openings altogether with the pendant. That was a star on the last live, was it, Gemma? So like I said on the last live, so after each, well, not after, the day after each live, all of the letters and stars come off of the grid, and then I put them back on randomly, and maybe change on how many there are up there as well. So I may change how many stars there are, how many pendants there are on each live. So there may be the same in some placements, but there should be, majority of them should be sort of mixed around. The Drops of Love cage pendant, you can. That's one of the new cages, which I just typed in love. That's not going to work, is it? Drops of Jupiter. That's a pretty set. Sorry, Drops of Love. There we go. Oh, did you not, Meg? Bless you. I hope you're feeling better. And you never know, a star might be on the same spot as it was on last time, because the way I'm doing it is I'm taking them all off and then putting them back on. So there may be a couple which are in the same places as they was before. My brain is not, my memory is not good enough to remember exactly where they are. So yeah, they could be in the spot last time. They might not, they're likely not to be, but you don't know. You have to sleep off. No, I do as well. I have to, if I'm in pain, the best thing for me is sleep. I don't know how it works, because a lot of people can't sleep when they're in pain, can they? But yeah, sleep for me, done. Now, Meg, that means you've got 5 openings altogether. Would you like to have oysters or egg pops, or a mix of each? You've got a good memory though, Gemma. Three eggies, 2 oysters. Okay, and which one would you like to be for your starlet? Would you like the oyster or the egg pop for the starlet? So let's go down. So I'm not going to touch anything just until I know which one you'd like for the starlet. The egg pop. Okay. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And colour wise, Meg, are there certain colours you're hoping for? Let's start with egg pop number 1. Three pearls in your egg pop, which means you get 3 starlets. And the colours from here are a petrol blue, a chocolate bronze, and a burgundy red. So you'd like to donate the shells and you're hoping for denim blues. Okay. Egg pop number 2. 4 pearls in that one. You've got a autumn peach, a chocolate silver, another burgundy red, and a magenta. Then the last of your egg pops. And you've got 2 in that one. So, oh, look at this yellow. Really gorgeous, bright, I'm going to say more of a sunshiny yellow. And then a lavender as well. Okay, so they're all of your colours from the egg pops. If we then move on to your oysters. So, oyster number 1. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Okay, there's no more in that one. There is a lot of flesh in there, so I just wanted to make sure that we squidged around enough. And you have got a a lighter rose gold. So a lighter rose gold. And then moving on to your last oyster. Hannah, I can have a look for you in a moment. Lights pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. So you have triples. 3 pearls in that oyster. Let's just dry these up for you. So it doesn't look like we got a denim blue, I'm afraid. I don't have any available in my swaps, but of course if you would like to go on the waiting list, I'm just looking. I don't think I've got anyone on the waiting list for one at the moment, so you would be the first one. Now you've got a larger watermelon. You've got a bridal white, and then oh actually no, I lied. That is a lighter, almost like a lighter denim sky blue. It's not seafoam green, it's definitely blue. Sorry, I do apologise, Megan. When it first came out, I thought it was a seafoam green. He is not. He is a lighter denim, like I say, almost sky blue colour. What do you think to all of these? From the top, you've got petrol blue, chocolate bronze, burgundy red, autumn peach, chocolate silver, magenta, and another burgundy red, sunshine yellow, lavender, rose gold, and then watermelon, bridal white, and then that lighter blue. Now I'm going to start running them through the board, and then just shout out and let me know what you think when you know. So the petrol blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the first burgundy is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. The magenta is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The bright yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Lavender is a runaway, and he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Larger watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And that blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. An evergreen and a sea green, yes. However, I believe, yeah, I've literally just got one evergreen left. They are sort of the darker shade of it as well. So the evergreen is the one that's closest to the rose gold. I think there was one from earlier, possibly in the swaps, but apart from that, no, I don't believe so. I mean, I may be wrong, Nicola, because I mean, maybe last week if any went in there, but I haven't seen any. I have been trying to sort the pearls out as we go. I do still have sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. I do still have the big pile of swap pots next to me, but yeah, I'm trying to cut that down. Sea green on the cross pendant. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, so that one, that was like the forest green. No, it was a dark evergreen actually, wasn't it? Yeah, that one is in the swap pot. Can you have the sea green on the cross pendant? Okay. Which one would you like to swap out for the sea green? And Nicola, no, don't be sorry. And I think Hannah, it was you. I've just had a look and no, there's no more of the stars aligned for tonight. There is only for Friday onwards. swap a burgundy red. Okay. And then it will just be for the other item, which 2 colours you would like on that one. Two Mystic Purples for the earrings. Yeah, and then which 2 colours would you like to swap out for the Mystic Purples? Oh, bless you, Shelley. Well, there is only half left for Friday with the stars aligned. So if anybody would like one, I think there's 10 left. I just had a look. You'll also need a TARDIS blue and a icy blue. I will have a look to see if I've got both the lighter and the darker icy blues. However, I'm not sure that I do now. I think that they got... Oh, actually, no. Straight away, I've just seen one there. Perfect. And then a bright one there. The lighter one does look like he's slightly funky shaped. Let me show you. So 2 Mystic Purples, TARDIS blue. Yeah, this one does have a slight funky shape to him. And then a brighter blue. So of course, if you would like those ones, I will need to know which ones you'd like to swap out. Swap the magenta, the autumn peach, the lavender and the other reds. That's 4. So I'll need to know which of the blues you would prefer. Do you like the lighter icy blue or the brighter icy blue? Can you have the lighter of the 2? Yes, of course. So the purples on the earrings. And then are there any other colours that you'd like to swap at all? So Mystic Purples on there. I'm just going to move these in so we can zoom in a little bit closer on your pearls. There we go. Yeah, just the apple green with the lighter greens at the moment. Obviously we've been having these other colours come out of the oysters and some of the sample ones from the egg pops as well, but they're not available in my sort of swap pots at the moment. Chocolate bronze you'd like to swap for a sea green, okay, and then you'd like the sea green on a hoop fitting. And the watermelon as well. Okay, so sea green and watermelon. And then these ones would be your loose pearls. Are you happy with these? Or of course, are there any other colours you'd like to swap? Chocolate silver on a hoop as well. Okay. Chocolate silver. Swap the white for a sea foam on the waiting list. Okay. And pay separate shipping for it if you don't have an open order, if that works. Yes, you can do. So swap for sea foam green and then send rest of order if not here in time, and invoice P&P if needed. So when I say if needed is because if you do have an open order at the time, even if it's not this open order, I can just add it to that, so that's not a problem. Seafoam green there. But of course, if you don't have an open order, then yeah, I would just invoice you for the P&P. Not a problem. So then the rest of these pearls then, are you happy with these, or are there any others that you would like to swap at all? Happy with the rest? Brilliant. And no, you don't need to be sorry for that. That's not a problem. Okie dokie. So the invoice for the fittings, that will get sent across for you tomorrow. The swap will get done as soon as I can. You were third on the list there. So hopefully we can get that done soon for you. Thank you for the donations with your shawls as well, Meg. And then that's safe up there for you. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okie dokie. Up next then is Sarah White. Sarah, are you here? You're very welcome. And Sarah, hello. Sarah, you've got 2 of the stars aligned. Which 2 grid numbers would you like to have, Sarah? So I've just moved it across. So the ones which still have purple squares on are the ones which are available to choose. C1 and B5. Okay, so C1 is a star. Whoop, whoop, whoop. First star of the evening, Sarah. And then B5. B5 is a charm. So you've got any charm with 1 opening. And then you've got the star, which is any item off the website, not the matching sets, but any other item. So earrings or a bracelet, pendant, charm. Which 2 items would you like? Do you know which you would like? So we've got a charm and a star. Shooting star, heart cage, and the shark charm. Perfect. So shark charm, such a popular charm. It's gorgeous, and it's such a good size as well, the shark charm. Like it's quite big for a charm, to be fair. But yeah, it's gorgeous. So that's the shark charm just booking in, and then shooting star, heart cage. Perfect. Let me just do that over here as well. Okay, so that means, Sarah, you've got 2 openings altogether. With the cage, you'll be able to swap the pearls in and out sort of at home. And then with the charm, you can choose to have the pearl on or off there, so that's going to be up to you. My shark charm has been... Let me try that again. My shark charm has been keep getting stuck in my hair when I've had my hand on top of my head. Oh, it's because it's long and it's sort of curved with the tail, Nicola, isn't it? So yeah, I can see that happening. Sorry, but yeah, it's but one of those. It's just because it's so big, in a good way, I think. Though you'd like one of each. Okay. Now with these, both of them count for your starlets opening. So whatever is in, I can't speak now. Whatever pearls are in both of them, the amounts will give you that many starlets. Okay, so would you like to keep... Oh no, sorry, you've already said donate the shells, thank you. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for, Sarah? So, egg pop number 1. And you've got 4 pearls in that one. 1, 2, 3 and 4 starlets to start with. You've got a lighter apple green, a burgundy red, a sunshine yellow and a dark chocolatey silver. So apple green, burgundy red, sunshine yellow and chocolate silver. And then moving on to your oyster. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so we've got a darker pearl in there. Now this one's got 1 pearl in, so you get an extra starlet there. So 5 starlets altogether. This colour looks like he's a darker chocolatey. Actually, no, let me have a look. He is. He's a dark chocolate. Almost looks like he's got a hint of green to him. But definitely base dark chocolate. Okay, so for the charm, like I said before, you can choose whether you have your pearls on or off. If on, I'll need to know which one you'd like. If you're happy with all of these, they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. The apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Swap the chocolate silver for a lighter petrol blue for the shark. So I'm sort of getting to the point where I don't have very many brighter ones left. So I am doing my best, guys. So that blue there, I hope that one's okay. So it does have blue in it. I think on the camera it doesn't show. With the petrol blues, I think they do come up nicer in life than on the camera. Burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The sunshine yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And then the petrol blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. And the dark chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. the blue is perfect, brilliant, and you're happy with the rest loose. Perfect. They are, aren't they, Emma? Like, I don't think that the camera catches the blues perfectly. But yeah, in life, like when they're in front of you, they are gorgeous. Okay, just put your stars in here as well. Sarah, you're very, very welcome. Thank you for the donations with your shells. And I do hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. So we are fully booked for tonight. There we go. So this point onwards, if anyone orders, you will be booking in for Friday. And if anyone comes on who wasn't here, will actually have to be booked in for the next live now. Sarah, you're very welcome. Up next then is Nicola Dunn. Nicola, are you here? Nicola, hello. Nicola, you have got 2 of these stars aligned. Which 2 grid numbers would you like to have? I'm imagining chanting in my head, Amy. No more charms. No more charms. A5 and D3. Okay, A5 is a pendant, and then D3 is a star. Okay, so Nicola, you get a pendant and a star. Boop, boop. So I'll need to know which pendant you would like to have, and then with the star item, that can be, again, any item that's not a matching set. When I say not matching set, it can be an item which could make up a matching set. So if, for example, the pendant and the earrings are listed separately, you could pick one of those, but if it's listed all together, then you can't pick that, if that makes sense. So pendant and a star. Let me just go back onto the page to book bits in. Okay, which one would you like? Pumpkin carriage off the supporters. Yes, let me switch across to the supporters. Oh, yes, found it. Oh no, why didn't it load? Hang on. Why has there been an error? Pumpkin. Ah, it's loaded now. carriage. Pendants. Okay, that one's booked in for you. And which other item would you like? So I don't know yet if that was your pendant or your star, because you could have two pendants if you wanted to, because your star could be a pendant, if that makes sense. Thank you. Do you want to hang around for a comfort break after this opening, or do you want to come back in like a couple of minutes' time?
I'll come back in a few minutes.
Okay, I'll message you when you can come back. Thank you. Can I have a star have more than one opening? As in pendant or earrings? Yes. So if the earrings come with two openings, yes. If the pendant comes with two or three openings, yes. Does that make sense? Like, what do you think? And then I can say if it's included or not. So for example, with the heart earrings, which can have up to 6 openings, it would only come with 2 openings for the star. But if the pendant, like the orbs pendant, has got 3 openings, it would come with 3 openings. Does that make sense? So the pendant that has 3 stars on, is that supporters or non-supporters? So yes, you can have that one, but do you know the name? Yeah, is it supporters or non-supporters? Let me have a look, see if it's on here before I switch back. What am I doing? Is it on the main website? Okay, let me go over. Non-supporters, perfect. Let me just go have a look. Is it called the Hannah pendant, possibly? The Hannah pendant rings a bell. Let me have a look. Hannah. No, that's the Hannah. That's a different one. So stars, is it star? Do you know the name of it? It's got the orange on. I know exactly which one you mean. In fact, let me just go have a look. It'll be quicker if I just have a look this way. Is it stars? It'll be on page. Let's try go to page 6. Have I jumped too far forward? Possibly. So I'm just having a look on the website because it loads quicker than my back office. Ah, spotted star pendant. This one, let me show you. Is it that one? So you guys all knew. Spotted star, you're all on it. Is that the one? If so, yes, you can have that one. But just confirm. So that would be your star. Because you got a star on the stars aligned, you can choose the spotted star pendant. If you just had a pendant from the stars aligned, you couldn't choose that because that doesn't come with one opening. But because you got the star, you can pick that. Does that make sense? I hope I haven't confused. I feel like I'm confusing it. So spotted star pendant. So with that one, I will need to know the placement of the pearls. So the top, the middle and the bottom. Perfect. So altogether you've got 4 openings, Nicola. Which 4 would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you'd like to have as well. Oysters, donate the shells. Perfect. And then the first 2 oysters opened are going to be however many starlets you get as well. So 4 oysters. 1, 2, 3. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let's go straight down. And oyster number 1. light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Hoping for corals. Okay. First pearl out is a lilac. So the lilacs are a little bit different to the lavenders. So the lavenders have got that more of a purple, like a brighter purple tone. The lilacs are slightly darker, slightly not as vibrant, if that's the right word, but gorgeous in their own right. Which means from your first oyster, 1 starlet there. Oyster number 2. Deep pop there. There's your mother of pearl. These definitely need a good squidge. There's no more in that one. So from your second one then, you have got another 1 pearl, so another 1 starlet. This colour though is a Pepsi blue. Oh no, I knocked the camera. Hang on. So there's the 1 starlet. There we go. I did it with my wrong hands then. There's your Pepsi blue. Your next oyster. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Ooh. Very juicy in that one, but there's no more in there. Oh, I think this one's a denim blue. Look at this colour palette so far. He is a denim blue. So denim blue, Pepsi blue, and a lilac. Ooh. Okay, then your last oyster. This is a hard decision, I think. Lights pop again. Oh, that opened up beautifully there. There's your mother of pearl. And we've got another denim blue. Okay, so I know you said you was hoping for corals. We've got a lilac, a Pepsi blue, and 2 denim blues. What do you think to these? If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. Of course, if you're not happy and you would like to have the corals, I can definitely swap them for you. I just need to know which shades you'd like, and then of course which shades you'd like to swap out. Your lilac is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Pepsi blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The denim blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. And then denim blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Sorry, I was just double checking I wasn't going to run over the dog then. There we go. So yeah, with this triple pendant, I mean it does have the slight orange crystals on, but they're only there's not a massive amount of them on there, so it is just a slight colour, and I think the blues and purples do go nice with the orange as well. So I think that even if you stuck with these, it would look lovely. If you swapped with the corals, it would look lovely. So I think it is more personal preference. Can you have a look at a bright coral? Yes. So a brighter coral would be one like this one. No, that's the old coral. So the new ones are the amber and the Simba peach, or the blood orange. Did you want to see the amber as well? Amber similar size to the denim blues. So those denims are a 6 and a 6.5. I don't know if I'm going to have any that small. Yeah, I think looking at these, the smallest I'm going to have is a 7. Possibly that one. That one. Oh, maybe that one. That one. Okay, yeah, so that one looks like it's the smallest. Yes. Love it. Can we swap the lilac for the amber? Okay, so happy with the order to be denim, then amber, then denim. Okay, which leaves the petrol, no, it's not petrol blue, I'm sorry. It leaves the Pepsi blue as your loose pearl. Are you happy with that one, or would you like to swap that for a different colour? Amy, yes. Thursday. That's absolutely fine. Honestly, you don't need to tell me if you've ordered. I'm sorry, I only said it earlier just because I just wanted to make sure that just to sort of remind that I couldn't hold it for a long time. But yeah, we're not live tomorrow. We're live on Thursday for the monthly charm deal. No, don't be sorry. I just don't want everyone to sort of come on. I will put a post up tomorrow as well, just as a reminder. But yeah, I don't want everyone to sort of be waiting there at 7:30 tomorrow for me not to be there for 24 hours. Okay, Nicola, I've got all of that down for you. I hope you'll be happy with that. That's up there for you, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there. Pepsi Blues are gorgeous. They are. Right, up next then is Tina Aldershaw. Tina, are you here? You replied to email. Brilliant, have you? That's not a problem. I will, hopefully I'm going to catch up on emails, as in get them all done tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Tina, hello. Tina, you have got a stars aligned. So if we go across, which box would you like? Which grid number would you like? Can you have C5? Okay, so C5 is a star. Whoop, 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 whoop. Tina, you have also got a star. Do you know which star item you would like to have? So star for you. Which star item would you like? Figaro Heart Tea bracelet. That bracelet's been very popular this week as well. I always find that jewellery goes through like phases, like anything else does. But yeah, I find it fascinating that something will be really popular and then it will sort of die down and then it will sort of go off again. Figaro Heart Tea bar bracelet. Perfect. That one is yours, Tina. So that comes with one opening. Would you like to have a oyster or a egg pop? There we go, that's booked in. Can you have an egg pop? You can. So however many pearls are in your egg pop is how many starlets you are going to have. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So good luck. Hoping for blues. Oh, now you've got two pearls in there, so 2 starlets. Now they're not blues. You've got a magenta and a light mystic purple. Now it's almost like a pinkle colour. It's that really sort of on the cusp, but it's a gorgeous lighter mystic purple. Now, of course, if you'd like to swap both of these for different types of blues, then we can definitely do that for you. Or if you're happy with these, that's fine as well. With your bracelet, you can choose to have your pearls on or off the jewellery. So I'll just need to know if you'd like to have one on there or not. So if I run them through the board, the magenta is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Mystic purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Swap the magenta for a petrol blue. Okay. And what do you think about the mystic purple? Oh, did you get them, Nicola? I posted a photo as well. I didn't want to do the photo until you had them, so I sort of did it on the following day. So I hope, yeah, you had them before I posted the photos. They were lovely. Petrol blue on the bracelet, and then you're happy with the mystic purple. Okay, let's bring you up. And petrol blue on there. Okie dokie. Tina, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. You're very, very welcome. And that's safe up there for you. Up next then today is Shannon Colker. Shannon, are you here? Did somebody ask for the order list? This is the order list. However, take out Nicole M, because Nicole has asked to move. So Nicole's not on the list there. She's still on the list because I need her to be there because she requested to move. But yeah, she's not for tonight. I hope that makes sense. Oh, bless you, Tina. Well, thank you for joining us today. So currently looking for Shannon Colker. Shannon, are you here? That was you, Kelly. Bless you. So you're 3 people away. I hope that helps. So hopefully not too long of a wait for you. Now, if anyone can see Shannon, please comment on her comment, because that will bring it forward so I can see. And Shannon, if you're here, please type I'm invisible, because that will bring you forward so you can see us. Oh, yeah, it'll bring you forward so I can see you as well. Neither have I, Amy. So last call for Shannon Colker. If not, we will move on. Yes, Nicola. So the discounted price of the monthly charm deal will go back to normal price at the end of Thursday's live. So yeah, it will be discount until we finish the live of the monthly charm deal, and then it goes up. So that's always the way. So even if I had to put it back a week, it would stay at the discounted price for the extra week until the end of the live. Right, I haven't seen Shannon, so let's move on. Up next is Suzanne Gray. Suzanne, are you here? Suzanne, hello. You have got a stars align. Which grid number would you like to have, Suzanne? So again, only the grid numbers with the purple boxes are available now. So we've got B1. Hang on, let's do it the other way. So we've got A2 or A3, B1, C2 or C3, or D2. Which one would you like? Can you have B1? Okay, so B1 is a star. Boo, 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 boo. You have got a star there, Suzanne, which means you get the star item. Do you know which item you would like to have? So it can be any item on the website that's not a matching set. No, Gemma. So if those who missed their stars aligned would move on to the next available live for stars aligned. So like I just explained to Nicola earlier, who asked to move, I said that should possibly would go on to the next live. However, I won't do that until I can process and book in the orders tomorrow morning. So if all, for example, if all the stars aligned are sold out for Friday by tomorrow morning, should then have to move on to Sunday's one. So yeah, with the stars aligned, there's only 20 a night. So if you miss that night, hopefully you'll get on the next live. But if they're all sold out, you'll then have to go on to the following live. And if you're not happy with that, if you don't want that, then you'd let me know and I'd just send you a refund over. So it's that way. No, don't be sorry. It's a fair question to ask. Can you have the Love Content cage pendant, Suzanne? You can. Love's Content cage pendant. Have I got, how many of those is there? Okay, so still quite a few. Just so I know, I try to keep some items of stock so they don't go out of stock, and that is one of them because it is very popular. Love's Content cage pendant, perfect. So you've got one opening altogether, Suzanne. Would you like to have a oyster or a egg pop? It is indeed, Amy. That one though I find is popular all year round. That one, so like I said before, some go up in popularity, then they sort of drop for a while and then they go up again. That one is standard. It is always popular. Suzanne, you'd like to have an egg pop. Okay, so are there certain colours you're hoping for? And however many colours are in here is how many starlets you're going to have. Good luck, my lovely. Two pearls in your egg pop, which means you have got two starlets. And you have got a grass green, so this is one of the sample grass greens, gorgeous, and a autumn peach. Looking to fill the Love's Content cage with blues. Oh, that will be stunning. However, with it being a cage, you will be able to swap and change the pearls around. So if you've got any loose pearls at home, or if you get any in the future, you'll be able to use it. So for today, what do you think to these two? If you'd like to swap both of these out, we can do so. Or if you're happy with these, they are yours as well. So what do you think, Suzanne? The autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. Here's a 7.5. The grass green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Swap both for a mystic purple and a dark blue. You can indeed. I won't be able to do the grass green swap, I'm afraid. Let me double check in a second, but I think there's somebody on the waiting list for it, Mackenzie. So I'll have a look. So if there's not someone, then yes, of course, but let me check first. So mystic purple and a dark blue. So I'm going to go for a TARDIS blue, Suzanne. What do you think to these two? Oh, now I do have petrol blue if you'd like to go slightly darker than this TARDIS blue. So it's up to you and what you think. What do we think there? And let me just have a look. Grass green. I do have one person on the waiting list for a grass green, guys. So that grass green I won't be able to save for anybody. However, like I said, there's only one person on there at the moment. So if another one comes out, you would be able to request it. But Suzanne, what do you think to that one? So grass green. For waiting list. Happy with those two? Brilliant. Let me bring you back up. Let me just write down that grass green has been filled. This is actually quite helpful. I don't know why I haven't done that before. Okay, so Suzanne, my lovely, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's all on there, and then that's safe up there for you. Perfect. And up next is Julie Hanwell. Julie, are you here? Julie, hello. Julie, you have got 2 of the stars aligned. So, which 2 grid numbers would you like? Which 2 would you like? So we've got A2 and A3, C2 and C3, or D2. C3 and, A4 has already been chosen. I can definitely do C3 though, so we'll do C3 first. C3 is a pendant. Perfect. So your first one is a pendant. What second grid number would you like? No, don't be sorry, my lovely. A3. Okay, so A3 is this one. And A3, you have got a star as well. Bing, bing, bing. I keep changing my noises for a star. But you've got a star as well. So, Julie, which star item would you like? And which pendant would you like as well? Woohoo! What do you think? Shooting star, and have I the rainbow pendant? Which is the rainbow pendant? Shooting star pendant. So the shooting star cage pendant, or the shooting star. So there's that one, which is the shooting star cage pendant, or you've got the shooting star heart cage pendant. Which one is it there? Heart. Shooting star, heart, cage, pendant. And the rainbow cage. Is that one on supporters, or is it, do you know what the name of it is? It will be in the new in section. Let me have a look here. I don't know if it's on this website yet. No, so I'm guessing it's on supporters. Is that right? It is on supporters. Thank you, Nicola. So I'm just switching over. It just takes a minute to load. So rainbow cage. So it's coming up. Let me just double check if it's in stock. Yes, it is. So yes, you can have that one as well. So rainbow cage pendants. Perfect. They are both booked in for you, Julie. No, don't be sorry. Why? There's no need to be sorry. You are a supporter, so you're allowed to choose those ones. So you've got the shooting star heart cage and the rainbow cage. So they both come with 2 openings. Which 2 openings would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops, or one of each? Egg pops. So 2 egg pops. Are there certain colours you're hoping for? and however many pearls are in here, in both of them, because you had 2 stars aligned, will be how many starlets you get. So egg pop number 1. 2 pearls in that one. You've got a Simba peach and a periwinkle. And then with those, that's 2 starlets from your first one. And then egg pop number 2. 2 pearls in that one as well. So then that's another 2 starlets. And then the colours here are a larger chocolatey silver. He almost looks like he's got flashes of olive green to him, and he does have a little imperfection there. So base chocolate with a silver olive green overtone, and then a blood orange. So 4 pearls altogether, Julie. If you're happy with these, then they are yours. If you're not happy, we can swap them for colours of your choice. So if I run these ones through the board, the Simba Peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Periwinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The Silver Chocolate Olive is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the Blood Orange is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. So swap the chocolatey olive and the Simba for petrol blue and a mystic purple. So mystic purple and a petrol blue. What do we think to those ones? Happy with all of those? Brilliant. The petrol blues sometimes do look oil slicky, Gemma. I think because it's that kind of, it's why the name petrol blue. But yeah, in some lights they do look like they catch different shades in there. Julie, I hope you and your granddaughter will be happy with everything there, and that's safe up there for you. Up next is Kelly Marder. Kelly, are you still here? Oh, bless you, Julie. And Kelly, hello. Kelly, it says here you've got 2 egg pops. Is that still the case? Would you still like to have 2 egg pops? Yes, brilliant. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So your 2 egg pops, let's go down. Egg pop number 1. 3 pals in that one. You have got a Smurf blue, a lighter rose gold. He does look like he's a slightly funky shape rose gold. So of course, if you're not happy with it, we can swap it at the end for you. And then you've got a cranberry red. Oh, and you're hoping for blues and blacks. So we've got Smurf blue to start with, so that's good there. If we move on to your egg pop number 2. And you've got 3 pals in that one as well. So you've got a darker silvery chocolate, a magenta, and a mystic purple. So 6 pals altogether, Kelly. Smurf blue, rose gold, cranberry red, then silver chocolate, magenta, and so it's a lighter mystic purple, but he is still mystic purple. What do you think to all of these? If you're happy, then they are all yours. If you're not happy, we can swap them for colours of your choice. So the Smurf blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Cranberry red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. It's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. I'm sorry, my lovely, my microphone ran out of battery there. I just had to change it over. I apologise. I was just thinking as well, after this opening, I'll change that. Can you have a blood orange, a petrol blue? No, I don't have any midnight blues available in my swaps at the moment, I'm afraid. If you would like to have a petrol blue, you would have to go, not a petrol blue, sorry, a midnight blue. You would have to go on the waiting list for one. And a black. Okay. So if you would like those 3 at the bottom, I'll need to know which 3 you'd like to swap out. And of course, if there's any other swaps that you would like to do. Are there any other swaps that you would like to do? Swap the rose for a darker mystic purple. swap the cranberry for a dark gunmetal? Yes. Are there any other swaps that you'd like to do? Yes, brilliant. Okay, let me bring you back up. So they are all yours, Kelly. I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Up next then is Claire Wing. Claire, are you here? You're very, very welcome. Claire, hello. You'd like to have one of each? Perfect. Donate the shells. Claire, you're ready. Are there certain colours, Claire, that you're hoping for? So let's go down. We're going to start with your egg pop and then we'll do your oyster afterwards. So good luck. Two pearls in your egg pop. You've got a periwinkle and a yolk yellow. So two pearls in there, a periwinkle and a yolk yellow. You're very on the ball, which I'm quite impressed about, especially this time of night. Up next is your oyster. So in here, good luck. Lights pop there. There's your mother of pearls. There's no pearls on that side. And there's no more in that one. So you have triples in your oyster. So three pearls from your oyster. And these three colours go gorgeously together as well. So you've got a lighter dove grey. You've got a dark mystic purple. Look at him. A gorgeous dark mystic purple. It's not a Cadbury purple, so he is a dark mystic purple. And then a larger denim blue as well. What do you think to all of these? So you've got periwinkle, yolk yellow, dove grey, dark mystic purple, and then a denim blue. If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So the periwinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Yolk yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Dove grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The dark mystic purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And then the Smurf blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Okay, what do you think? Which ones would you like where? And of course, if there's any you'd like to swap, just let me know. We can do that for you. Swap the yolk for a lilac or a lavender. So I've definitely got lavenders available. Yeah. Blue on the bracelet, periwinkle on the necklace. Okay, and then with your loose pearls, Claire, are you happy with those, or are there any other colours that you would like to swap? The necklace to a purple instead. Yep, the dark purple or the light purple. The lighter purple. Okay, so these 3 pearls, are there any here that you would like to swap, or are you happy with all of these? Oh, is it? Oh, that will look lovely. And happy with the rest? Brilliant. And Claire, you're very, very welcome. So let's pop these all in here. Claire, thank you for the donations with your shells. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and then that's safe up there for you as well. Okay, and up next today is Andromeda Robertson Hushi. Andromeda, are you here? You're very, very welcome. Andromeda, hello! Andromeda, you have got a stars aligned as well. Let's go across to the grid. Now there is 3 boxes left. Which one would you like? So there's A2, C2 or D2. We didn't have very many fans of the 2s today so far. A2. Okay, your A2 is a pendant. Okay, which pendant would you like, Andromeda? Do you know? So we've got a pendant. Oh, bless you. Is that your guess, Nicola, for all the peas? I mean, how many of each have we got so far? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 peas so far. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars so far. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 charms so far. So 7 charms, 6 peas and 5 stars with 2 more to go. So, I mean, they're very close numbers altogether so far. You'd like to have the Love's Content cage. Perfect. Love's Content cage pendant. Brilliant. So that one comes with 1 opening, and then you've got a further opening as well. So 2 altogether. Which 2 would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops, or 1 of each? Love's Content cage pendant. Oh, why didn't that save? I can do, Meg, if you'd like me to. One of each. Okay, and what would... Let me try again. Which one would you like to be your starlit opening? The egg pop or the oyster? So actually, Andromeda's the last person of the night. So we have had 2 people that have missed the stars aligned. So if you would like me to, I'm happy to show you what the last 2 boxes are. Because obviously if those 2 people were here, we would have seen them anyway. And those boxes are definitely going to be mixed around randomly, ready for the next live. So yeah, if you guys want me to show you, I can definitely do that. Okay, so we'd like the egg pop to be for your starlets. With the oyster, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? Good luck. You have got 2 pearls in your egg pop. So 2 starlets. Now the colours here are a lemon yellow and a cranberry red. So lemon yellow and cranberry red. You'd like to donate the shells, perfect. And you're hoping for a blood orange, so possibly fingers crossed for a blood orange from your oyster. So good luck. Lights pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And you are twinning. Twinning with raspberry twins. Now the raspberries are so close to blood oranges. I mean, it's not blood orange, but they are gorgeous raspberries. Let me show you these. Now, if you're happy with all of these, Andromeda, they are of course yours. If you're not happy, we can swap one or all of them or anything in between for colours of your choice. Okay, so you've got lemon yellow, cranberry red, and then twinning raspberries. The lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. The cranberry red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Raspberry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And raspberry number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Pumpkin orange. So no, I would say we've got a watermelon, coral, blood orange, and amber. So I'll give them numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Are any of those what you're looking for? Swap the yellow for the blood orange, number 3, yes. And then are there any other swaps that you would like to do? Brilliant. Okay, let me bring you up. Andromeda, they are all yours. Thank you for the donations with your shells. And Andromeda, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And that's safe up there for you. Right, let's show you the last of the stars align then, because those two ladies, like I said, they weren't here for so if we go across, the C2 is a charm, dun, dun, dun. And then D2 is a pendant. So we had 5 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pendants, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 charms. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so like I said, even if you screenshot that, then they'll all be taken off and then randomly put back on again. So the placements will change around. So we're going to be live again on... I've just seen a spider. Grr. We're going to be live again on Thursday for the monthly charm deal. Okay, so we can't be live tomorrow just because my daughter's got an appointment that sort of only came in, was it a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago? So it couldn't be changed, but so we'll be live on Thursday. No, some are, so Meg, so some nights it will be split evenly, some nights it won't be split evenly, some nights you'll have more than others. So the amount of each prize and the placement of each prize change each live. So the next live, there might be more pendants than charms, there might be the same, there might be more stars. So yeah, the amount changes each live. So it's a complete mix-up. Right, so yeah, we're live on Thursday for the monthly charm deal, and then Friday is a normal live. So if you would like to book in for Thursday, the charm is still at a discounted price until the end of the live on Thursday. I hope you all have a brilliant rest of your week then, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.